All right, welcome to this weekend market analysis. Well, last week was not only interesting, but it was a profitable trading week. Remember, in the last weekend market analysis, I did advise you to take that market analysis seriously because they were high quality type of price action to give us very good profits out of the market. All right, the technical analysis oftentimes tends to predict the fundamental outcome of any fundamental event. All right, the coronavirus fears gave some sort of global market catastrophe, and we saw the technical picture predicting such market volatility for last week. And of course, we did made a lot of profits from the market as we took a lot of those trades. Okay. All right, before we conduct our analysis, let's just quickly review some of those trades that we took last week. All right, some of the signals that we are giving to members of the live trading room. All right, the first one that was given was that from the euro against, sorry, from the American dollar against Japanese yen. We actually took that trade in the 1 hour time frame, and we made some profits as price kept crashing to the downside. If you have to look into the charts, you will see that it was a good run. In fact, look into the 1 hour time frame, we took the trade somewhere around in here. All right, somewhere around in here, and you can see how price just kept pushing to the downside. It was a nice fall for us. All right, so we made some high profit right there, some very good profit from the chart. All right, another one that we took was the sterling pounds against the Swiss franc. We took that trade in the 4 hours time frame. Actually, this rising trend line was broken. You can see the breakout, and price made some pullback to test the trend line. From there on, we triggered our entry, looking for short opportunities, looking for nice sell-off from that point, and indeed it played out. All right, if you look into the chart, the sterling pounds against the Swiss franc, you will see that in the 4 hours time frame. Let me see if I can still get that. All right, so this was the chart. That was the line I was talking about. Okay, that was the levels, the bounces right there. That was the breakout I did mention. Then the pullback, we took the trade right here. It was there for some time, and then we saw price move in our direction in very nice profit. That was a good one. We hope to see more of this. Okay. All right, I think we took another trade. Sorry, I'm wasting your time. I'm just going to review this last one. Or okay, the American dollar against the Swiss franc. We also took this one. The signal was sent to members of the live trading room. It was a direct sell entry at this level. This was the stop loss. We usually keep our profit target open in case we have heavy pushes in our direction. We took the trade right here. Okay, in fact, I had analyzed this pair over and over. As price made the pullback to that area, we took the trade. You can see the outcome in the chart, the American dollar against the Swiss franc. In the daily time frame, you can see how price we took the trade somewhere in here. Okay, and you can see how price just kept pushing from that level on to the downside. That was a nice trade for us. Okay. All right, okay, just one more. Let me see if I can. We took another trade. All right, the sterling pounds against the Japanese yen. We took a trade in this pair. This was the 1 hour time frame. We actually nailed it right here, and we were actually looking for pushes to downside. Let's see the outcome. Let's see what actually happened in this case. Sterling pounds against Japanese yen. All right, that's it. One hour time frame, good. We took the trade somewhere in here, if you remember, somewhere around in here. Okay, you can see how price just kept pushing to the downside in good momentum. Even when we cashed out our profits, price just maintained the pushes to the downside. It was a nice trade. In fact, last week was a heavily profitable trading week for us. Okay. All right, sorry for wasting your time. Let's now move into the Forex Factory economical calendar to see those high impact news announcements that are scheduled for this upcoming trading week. As you can see, we have a bit of a busy economical calendar for this trading week, which is a good thing that I also wanted to see. I'd like to see a very busy trading week, and so we can catch plenty of those trading opportunities. In all of these high impact news announcements, all of those in red, you want to pay attention to them. Make sure you don't trade. You are not caught up in the news release hours. You want to give special attention to interest rate announcement. We have that coming from the Australian dollar. All right, interest rate. You have another one coming from the Canadian dollar interest rate. Then you have the NFP, which should affect the Canadian dollar and the American dollar on Friday. All right, so these are special, very special high impact news announcement. On Tuesday, interest rate for the Australian dollar. On Wednesday, interest rate for the Canadian dollar. On Friday, we have the NFP, the employment data for both the Canadian dollar and sorry about that, for the Canadian dollar and the American dollar. All right, so it's going to be a volatile trading week, a lively one. Remember also that the month has just started, so it's the beginning of the month. We should see some lively price action. All right, let's move into the charts right now, review a few pairs, and also mention our directional biases for these pairs. The first one is this sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. The sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. It is the end of the month. Let's now look into the monthly time frame. As you can see here, price came down, all right, nicely. Then it has now entered into a range, a sideways price behavior, and right now price is trading around an area that has been holding price as resistance. And so this is not an area you want to hit on your buy button. At best, you want to begin to search for short opportunities. And so we are bearish here. We'll keep searching for short entries until we find them. Okay. In the daily time frame, well, price is still looking to the downside. We are going to be looking for possible entries in the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. We'll only be interested in short opportunities. We are not interested in going long in the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. All right. If you also look into the if you apply the Inside Oracle indicator, which is a special professional indicator, you will see that in the weekly time frame, the indicator had forecasted a nice fall. All right, you can see that it has forecasted, predicted that this pair is going to push to the downside for at least for those of you who have this indicator, for at least 600 and okay, for at least 700, oh sorry, 1433 pips, 1433 pips in the next 20 bars. All right, that's the prediction. Well, it may not be accurate, but then let's just hope it is comparing previous price action from the 11th of September 2016 to the 25th of March 2018. This was the price action that we had for that date, and you know price action is usually repetitive. Okay, so it is comparing this price action and now to predict what is going to happen in the future. It says the indicator is telling you that what we have in here is almost similar to what happened between this date on the 11th of September 2016 to the 25th of March 2018. And so the outcome of that price action was a push to the downside. And so for us in the weekly time frame, we'll be looking for pushes to the downside to reflect this outcome. All right. All right, let's take out that indicator, powerful indicator. We hope we are going to get the entries. All right, the next one is the sterling pounds against the Japanese yen. In the monthly time frame, you can also see that price was at least trading in what looks more like a triangle formation, and so price was actually trading around the resistance area of that triangle, and that means we should not be looking for buy opportunity. We should be looking for short entries in this pair as price is reacting off a long-term level of resistance. In the weekly time frame, Well, it is turning to the downside. You can see the momentum bar right there to the downside. A very heavy selling pressure there, which is also a hint that the sellers are really much in the market. So let's look at the hint side oracle indicator to see the prediction for this pair. Let's look into the daily time frame. Okay. All right. In the daily time frame, Hinge Oracle indicator is saying that on the 17th of April 2015 to the 7th of August 2015, a similar price behavior happened, and the outcome was that push to the downside. That is 1,197 pips. All right. Sorry, this figure you cannot see it in my on my screen. It is hidden somewhere around here. All right, if you have the indicator, you'll be able to read that. You are going to see all of those figures. It is saying that price will move 1,197 pips in 20 bars. All right, in 20 bars, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 10 till 20. And so we are expecting to see that we are going to have that push to the downside as it is happening right here. So for the sterling pounds against Japanese yen, we are absolutely bearish. We'll be searching for only short opportunities in this pair. Okay. All right, let's move on. No blind entries. You need your trading system to tell you when to get on board. The sterling pounds against the Swiss franc, again, a similar price behavior. Price reacted off resistance zone, now pushing to the downside. We should be more interested in only short opportunities. In the weekly time frame or even in the daily time frame, I am liking the fact that price has taken out a key level of support, all right, which was actually a range, a previously ranging type of price behavior. So what do we need to see? We need to see some pullbacks, and from there on we are going to take some nice dive to the downside. This is stop on our radar, and we'll be looking for only short opportunities. All right, very quickly, the sterling pounds against Australian dollar. Well, we had analyzed this over time. As you can see, there is a rising line. There is a rising line right here. Okay, there's also a potential resistance zone right there. So it is a channel. Technically, you should know the price is trading around resistance area, and so you should not be hitting on your buy button. In the weekly time frame, sorry, in the daily time frame, let's just go on straight here. We got some nice setup last week. Okay, with that pin bar, we got a fall to the downside. All right, and suddenly price came back up again, taking out some stop losses that were placed around here. Right now, a lot of traders have given up on this type of price behavior, but hey, I can tell you that there is opportunity to keep looking for short entries there. We are only interested in short entries in the sterling pounds against Australian dollar. We want to see price come back down. All right, so we'll be looking for short entries. Nothing much here. Let's look at the American dollar against Japanese yen. In the monthly time frame, price has been in a range. All right, in the range. Last month closed a bearish momentum bar right here. In the weekly time frame, heavy bearish bar right here, also signifying that there is plenty of selling pressure than it is with the buyers. In the daily time frame, price broke this weekly level of support, this rising trend line. I hope you can see that price broke that level. You can see the nice push right here. What do we need to do now? We need to see a pullback, then we can look for a short entry. Again, you need to be watchful, because there is also a counter trend line. If you connect this level to this one here, you will see how price tends to bounce off that area, bounce off this, and is currently trading around that zone. So if you are not careful, you are going to be trading against that level of support. At best, you want that level to give way. Okay, you want that level to be broken to the downside before you can search for short opportunities. Otherwise, you need to wait for pullbacks. You need to wait for price to come to this area before you can look for your short entries. Okay, in all, we are bearish here. We'll be searching for only short opportunities. All right, the euro against the sterling pound. This is another one that I am liking. You can see the price behavior in the monthly time frame. price actually reacted off a point of confluence. We have analyzed this previously before, and with this point of confluence, the momentum to the upside is happening in a very heavy volume. It is important to keep searching for buy opportunity only in this pairs. Okay, in this pair, in the weekly time frame, we got a range. All right, we got a range right here. Well, more of a double bottom. You can see one bottom there, another one here, and this is the neckline. I am expecting the price is going to push up again for us to now look for entries by making that pullback, the breakout pullback, then a continuation move. In the daily time frame, well, we are more interested in looking for pullback. We want price to make some nice pullbacks. This is the best area that we'll be looking to go long with the euro against the sterling pounds. Okay. All right, so this is our point of reference. We'll be waiting here to see if we get that pullback and to look for a buy entry. All right, finally, the euro against the American dollar. Well, I just want to share with you what's going on here. You can see right now that last month candle was a heavy pin bar of that area. Price actually failed to take out. All right, it was a fake breakout. You can see that was the fake right here, fake breakout. With that happening, chances are that for this month we are likely going to see a push to the upside. And so if you're looking to trade the euro against the American dollar, you really do not want to keep searching for short entries here, given this type of price behavior, except if price comes back down, taking the low of that pin bar. Otherwise, for now, the technical hint is that price should be pushing to the upside in the euro against the American dollar. All right, let's look into the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame, we had previously analyzed that this pair is in a channel. All right, that channel, it came to the lower boundary, and from there on it is bouncing to the upside, whether for reasons of coronavirus fears or whatever reason, whatever fundamental reason. I always believe in the technical price picture. All right, it gives a hint of where the fundamental event is likely going to tour. Only on a few cases that you have it go the opposite direction. In the daily time frame, price has broken the falling trend line in the daily time frame. This is a hint again that there might be more upside to the euro against the American dollar, but for now it is not really clear. Okay, directional bias is not confirmed yet, but we are hopeful that the monthly pin bar, this pin bar here, will be able to confirm that direction as price will push to the upside. Okay. All right, folks, that's it. We are bullish the euro against the American dollar. There is no need talking too much. For those of you who are members of the live trading room, you will continue to get the signals, and as you manage the trades through till the end, I can assure you that things will be more profitable, and it will keep being so for as long as you are with us. All right, thanks for your patience, thanks for being with us. We'll talk again hopefully by next week. We'll talk again hopefully as the market opens and before the London market opens. All right, some signals will be coming across to you on Telegram. Just keep an eye on your Telegram app. As the market opens, we'll be sending one or two signals for us to take some trades. Okay, thanks again. If you have questions or contributions, feel free, send them across to us, and we'll be very happy to respond to them as usual. Do have a nice time, rest, and wishing you a profitable trading week ahead. Bye for now.